Hey man, it's Lauren. Good to see you. Let me guess, you saw the title of this video and thought, damn, that hit close to home. And if it does, it's good, because this conversation right here, it might just save you years of pain, years of confusion, years of heartbreak. So let's go. You ever been in that place where you treat her like your queen? You show up, you're kind, you give, you open your heart, you make sacrifices, you hold back your needs, you put her first, and somehow she still pulls away. She starts texting less, she gets cold, she loses interest, maybe even leaves. And then she ends up with a guy who doesn't even treat her half as well as you did. And you're sitting there like, what the hell is going on? How is it that I show up with love and loyalty, but she chases a guy who doesn't even seems to care? Now, listen carefully. This is gonna sting, but this is what you need to hear, man. It's not your kindness that turned her off. It's your self-abandonment. Let that land. It's not your kindness that you made her your mission. You made her your everything. You forgot who the hell you are in the process. You stopped being a man with a spine, a man with direction, and became a man who orbits her, constantly hoping to be chosen. Here's what most men don't get. Women don't fall for assholes, they fall for certainty. And guess what jerks have? Certainty. They don't hesitate, they don't overthink, they put themselves first. They chase their purpose. They walk into a room like they own it, even if it's fake. And women respond to that because it signals one thing: this man is in his own zers. Now, I'm not saying being a jerk. I'm not saying be selfish or treat her like shit. That's not masculine. That's immature. What I'm saying is you need to reclaim your center, because if you lose yourself in a relationship, you weren't leading, you were following. And no woman wants to follow a man who's following her. Let me tell you something, really something real. I've been there. I've been the guy who gave everything just to keep her. I gave up my friends, my mission, my edge, my fire, just so I could make her happy. I said yes when I meant no. I softened my truth to avoid tension. I walked on eggshells to avoid losing her. And you know what it got me? Resentment, shame, and a broken sense of self. Because every time I chose her over me, I was reinforcing the belief that I wasn't enough on my own. Women can feel that, man. They feel when you're not in your power. They feel when you need their validation more than you need your own alignment. They feel when you've outsourced your worth to their affection. And here's where it gets dangerous. If you've been emotionally starved as a child, if your love always felt conditional, if you had to earn attention by pleasing others, then your relationship will feel like home, but not the kind of home you want. Because deep inside you, there is a little boy still trying to be enough, still trying to be chosen, still hoping that if he gives just a little more, she'll finally stay. But, bro, that's not love. That's a trauma loop. And the only way out is through. You have to become the man who stands tall, even when she pulls away, even when she tests you even when she doesn't validate you, because you're no longer seeking approval, you're embodying leadership. Let me break this down psychologically. Women test boundaries to feel safety. If she senses that your emotions shift based on how she reacts, she'll know you're not solid. And if you're not solid, she won't trust you. If she doesn't trust you, she can't surrender. And if she can't surrender, there's no polarity, no attraction, no fire. So yeah, she might run to the asshole, not because she wants pain, but because he triggers a deeper part of her brain that says, this man doesn't need me. He must be valuable. It's twisted, I know, but that's what happens when you show up trying to be liked instead of standing as a man who leads. Real talk. You don't have to become colder. You have to become clearer. Clear in your standards, clear in your mission, clear in your boundaries, clear in your self-worth. Because when you're grounded, truly grounded, you can love fully without ever losing yourself again. If this message hit home and you believe it's a conversation more men needed to hear, just drop a like on the video. That small act helps more than you know. It supports the channel and it helps push this through into the eyes of men who are still stuck in the same trap you're breaking out of. And I've also linked something down below. It might help you, but don't check it out unless you're ready to actually make a change. This isn't for men who still want to play the victim. This isn't for men who want to be saved. This is for men who are ready to stand, to lead, to reclaim their masculine edge without becoming cold or cruel. So let's be the generation that stops begging for love and starts leading with it. Then let's go then and hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss any of the videos.